I just want to reintroduce my studio here because it's been a while. It's been a whole winter. It's been so cold. And I hate the cold so much that it's really been keeping me from doing just about anything. I got this really awesome clamp up here. I actually had this before, but I found kind of some new uses for it. I like this top-down view that I got going on here. So that's basically how I applied that up there. I have these cheap can lights from Walmart. Not that I recommend buying stuff at Walmart, but I have these cheap can lights from Walmart with some LED lights inside of it. This light, I have tape, which is just, it's this industry kind of gaff tape, this white gaff tape. It's usually used for taping down diffusion, but for me, I just kind of cover the whole thing in it, and then this particular case, I put another sheet of diffusion over it, and then, which is literally just a piece of printer paper in this, like, because these LED lights don't get hot barely at all, so it's not a big deal. Got this light over here kind of in this corner, so this corner is not super dark, and then I also have this light here over in this other corner, so we get kind of something like this. Not sure if I love it, but it's super dark outside too. Earlier I was getting some cool light from that window, but I'm not getting it anymore. But I still have my paintings. There's the big one, Sleep. This one is just kind of a cool texture. I did some stuff with burning and boiling the acrylic, which was interesting. This one, I really love this one. It's based on the story that my grandma told me about the first time she ever saw a homeless person, which was on her trip to Washington, D.C., and she saw someone getting something out of the garbage can and sitting down or laying down on the bench, and she was on like a tour bus, and she said, "What is that? What is that person doing?" And someone from the back of the bus was like, "It's a homeless person." And she's from a small town, and she really just didn't really understand or know that that was a thing, and it just crushed her. And ever since then, she's been knitting hats and scarves for the homeless people, and that's the kind of thing that just really inspires me to find things that I can do that can help other people, because I see all of this injustice and this just sad things in the world, and instead of sitting here complaining about it, there's something that I can do, I'm sure, and I'm always trying to figure out how I can do things better or do things that can even just make a little bit of an impact. Because if all of us could just make a little bit of an impact and live our lives and not be dicks to each other, then we'd have such a great world to live in. And that's kind of, that's all you can do, because otherwise you're not going to topple the government, especially not these days. And you shouldn't want to. Let's just not, let's just not do that. This piece here, I love this piece too. It's called Origin. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, but it's a long story. This one's called Death Breath. Those good old cigarettes that I used to smoke all the time. I have a few more little kind of silhouette things to paint on there. But yeah, this is my studio, and I love it. Oh, I got an RV. It's super dark right now, so I can't show you footage of me actually showing you it, but I can probably show you some footage later or something, cut it in here, because it's so cool. We're not living in it yet. We're going to be living in it soon. We're going to put some stuff in it that'll make it easier to live in, like compost toilet, and then we're going to move that into the backyard and build a little driveway for it and live there. And then we'll also probably travel eventually. That's honestly still a little ways off. I'm very invested in the job that I have. Rachel's very invested in the job that she has. She has some goals that she wants to accomplish. I have some goals that I want to accomplish, all of which require us to stay local, and I'm totally happy staying local for the time being. So just because we have an RV doesn't mean we're going to be traveling on the road anytime soon, but I do love living in a thing that I can just drive around and bring the cats with me. It's super awesome. So thanks for coming along on this studio tour with me. If you like my paintings, they're available on craiginzana.art, A-R-T, instead of .com. craiginzana.com has my blog and some other stuff on there. But yeah, I'm glad to be back on YouTube. It's weird getting used to talking to a camera again. I know that I'm actually not talking to a camera. I'm talking to you, whoever you are. I know, I wish I could remember the YouTube channel names of some of the people. Caroline, See, this is what happens though, because I don't know how to pronounce people's names. But I appreciate the few people that have been watching for a while, and I've been watching your channels, and it's just really cool. This is why I loved the internet in the first place when I was younger, was these people that I get to meet from Australia and Sweden, which my ancestors are from Sweden, so I think that's really cool. Germany and like all of these other places, and I think that's kind of part of what helped me become who I am, because I knew all these people from all around the world in an internet way, and I'm totally okay with that. I love meeting new people and hearing their stories and seeing their tiny stories. I love that channel. I'll link that in the description probably, or maybe she'll comment and just link her channel. Hey, tell some other people about your channels in the comments. Anyway, my crazy hair and I are back. I'm actually not going to usually have crazy hair like this, but for right now, until I get a haircut, my hair is super curly and just crazy. Bye.